I'm gonna be breaking the whole 8 minute thing for this video because this video is a bit specific and I don't know. I think I should just. I think there's a lot that's been left unsaid. I'm breaking this because I know I said before that if I just want to talk for more than 8 minutes, I should just make a regular video. But this is about the PRA. This is completely about the PRA, and I think that because of this whole 8 minute thing and the fact that I don't usually feel like sometimes I don't feel talking about things and I just leave it out and then I just never talk about it. I think that I want to talk. And so in this one, I'm going to be unbounded and I will spend this hour. I will spend an hour just recording this and I'll edit it, I guess. It's gonna be a pain in my ass, but I hope you understand. So yeah, I actually talk about my PRA fully in its full complexity, I suppose, of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So let's start with that one, right? Let's start with that. What about all of this 8 minute stuff, all these rules? Project Red Alert. The first one actually says in the description that it is my attempt to take deadlines seriously. And what Project Red Alert is and what it was and how it started was that on the last 6th of July, I said that I want to work out, I want to invest, I want to learn about investing, I want health, safety, some stuff like that. I said something like that. And I one of the big things that I said is that I wish to call myself an entertainer by the next 6th. And what I was thinking is I was going to do my job, come back home, and then make videos and release them and slowly become a video maker, I suppose. And so I think it's about time that I highlight my priorities and what I really like because I've never seriously talked about it. I don't think so. I personally think that video making is probably the most free that you can be while working, I guess. It's not about freedom because like, oh, you just sit in your room and do like, no, you can work very hard making videos. It's not about hard work. It's not about ease. What it is about is versatility. You can make a video about anything. And the only boundary, the only I guess it's not even a boundary. If you want to make money off of it, then the only boundary is that you have to be entertaining while doing it. You have to present it to the masses in a way that they like to watch it, right? That's what these videos have been missing. That's what this entire channel has been missing, that none of these videos are entertaining to watch. And it has been a an expression of my freedom. It has been so lovely to just be here, come here, and to finally talk exactly how I wanted. I felt so suppressed in my entire life. And coming in here and just talking, it just feels so good. And there's just something about posting all of it to the public, even though nobody watches these things. Is there just something about having my presence in public? I had this theory, actually. I had this feeling in my mind that if I want to hide something from the public, should I even be doing it in the first place? It's not about wrong or right. Okay. It's more about see, privacy is a different thing. Okay. I fully believe in privacy, of course. I don't think everything can be shown to the public, of course. But the majority of your person can. I am a person. I wish to live among people. I want to talk to people. I love talking to people, and I can never talk to people the way I want to. I have been isolated. And that's the thing. In isolation, your brain thinks about all different sorts of things, all the different sorts of things. And in my head, quite a lot of things have made sense to me, but I don't know if that actually made sense or I have just constructed some kind of a logic to make myself delirious. For example, I remember when I was a kid, I was I was introduced to the pickup girls sphere. The pickup artist sphere, where they say that there's some secret rules and secret buttons that you can press, which get a girl to like you. I didn't believe that, obviously, but I did believe that, oh, there's a clear diff. When I was in school, like, girls were very different from us guys. I can say us guys because there was a similarity between us, and that didn't exist with the girls. And so I thought there must be some way that I wanted to learn how to talk to them. I had to properly talk to them because it seemed like it was very easy to mess up, I guess. And so I started looking at all of this stuff, and I was told about all these people talking about these fucking disgusting things like peacocking, which is dressing as attractive as in like attracting attention, like as out there, shiny, flashy as possible, so that you stand out in the public, and that's supposed to make you attractive or something. What a stupid concept. But then there's these disgusting concepts like negging, like not taking no seriously, persistence. I learned about all of that stuff, and obviously I didn't take that seriously. That's disgusting. I never took that seriously. But I remember that the final straw was when I went to this website that had this book. This guy was selling me this book that talked about a woman's limbic system, and that's where I was like, yeah, this is some bullshit. I've wasted all of my time. Like this is what I was looking at. What the fuck? And I left immediately. Like it was talking about some secret things that you can say that trigger a woman's limbic system, and then she is irresistibly attracted to you. And it's like, oh my God, I've been looking at this stuff because before that it wasn't as explicit, right? They would talk about like, oh, you have to be respectful, you have to, of course, respect her, you have to maintain distance and stuff like that. So they would like always hide their disgusting things in between common sense things. You're supposed to maintain distance, you're supposed to talk to her with respect, you're never supposed to push boundaries or something like that, while talking about things like breaking the touch barrier. Come on, that's disgusting. But I see that what made sense to me, like when I looked at that limbic system stuff, it was like, this is garbage. That is not how other people think. There's a lot of people who just go for it, who just actually believe it and then just keep going deeper and deeper. That's what I found out. Like, oh, I got out of that, but there's all these other fucking disgusting people that are just actually listening to it, and that's when I thought that, oh, things actually make sense to me. I'm actually onto something. I'm thinking, blanking. My thinker is thinking. My tinkering machine is working. And so I started to take myself a bit more seriously, and I started to develop some kind of a complex about like, oh, I'm actually pretty smart and stuff like that. But then as you go out into the world, you realize that you ain't shit. And so I started realizing that I'm not smart at all. Then what am I? And I had this question about like, what am I doing, and when are things going to get better? It's like it kept rolling like that, because I was waiting for things to get better before I can really unleash myself, before I can really truly do whatever I want to do, be whoever I want to be, etc., etc. But 2023, when I made my first video here, which is called I'm Trying, uh, that is when it was like, dude, I remember a month before I made that video, I was in panic mode. I was thinking like because the reality set in for me. I realized that if I don't do something, things are never going to get better. It's a real problem. This is a real problem that the world suffers from. It never gets better. You make it better. And so I thought, like for like I had a few thoughts. I had a few like branching thoughts. I thought that first is that, oh my God, I've wasted so much time. But the second thing that I thought is that, wow, I've been such a disrespectful person, disrespecting other people's suffering by thinking that, oh, my life will get better. If theirs didn't, why would my life get better? You know what I mean? It's like people constantly work hard, and I'm sitting here thinking like my life will get better and then I'll do. No, do your shit. Do your shit. And that's the thing. It's like, this is one of the things that I did. It's one of the things that I did a lot of stuff. I did a lot of things. So many things that I've done that have got me up to this point, and I want to do more. I want to do a lot more. One of the big things that I did that is now we are back to this PRA. I wasn't on a tangent, I promise. It was all related to the PRA. Now we come to the PRA. The biggest thing that I did is the ability to do whatever I want. Basically, one of the big problems that I had is that I was just a thinker. I was just a thinker. I just thunked everything and I never really did anything about it. I would just have an idea and the idea would be great, but I would never do anything about it. The idea would be lovely, but I would never do anything about it because I was scared of that bridge between your thoughts and actually turning them into reality because thinking is very easy and doing stuff is a lot more difficult. And so whenever I would have an idea, I would think this would totally work. But then I would think like, what if it didn't? Not only would it be a huge waste of time and a huge waste of resources, but I would also have to deal with the shame that comes with failing. And I didn't want to deal with that. So I would always rather choose to be nothing and have nothing instead of trying to reach for something and failing. That was always worse to me than just staying still. So I basically simplified all of this in my mind with a very simple thought: the fear of death. I call it the fear of death. To use the fear of death because to move to move to move backwards, you can either stay still or move forward. Those are the only two things you can do. Moving backwards isn't really a real thing because you can't go back in time. You can only move forward or stay still. Stay still means wait for death to come approach you. But moving forward is speeding towards death. But that's the thing. If you stay still, you pause time itself until death comes and meets you. So, really, if you think about it, if you stay still, even though it is very slow and you have a very slow death, you still like stayed still. You stayed exactly where you are. So when you were very far from death, you were here. You stayed at that point when death came and met you, which means you didn't really move. Which means, if you really think about it, it was just a flash. It was just a second. Death came and met you in just a second because you didn't move forward. You were exactly where you were when death started approaching you, and you were exactly at the same point when death finally hit you. So it's faster to die that way than to die while moving towards death, because if you're moving towards death, you will meet death at a different point. I don't know if this is making any sense to you, but that's what I see in my mind. Okay? I see if I stand still, I wait for death to come meet me, and if I move too fast, I'm gonna die fast. So my only choice is to move forward. Yes, never to stand still, but also to like control myself and move. Like I have to take actions, but not things like, oh, I only have one life to live, so I better just smoke crack and all of that. Like I can't move too fast because then I'll die too fast. Right. So I gotta live. If I wanna live, I want the rest of my life to not be wasted, then I have to move at that right. I have to find that right speed. And I don't know. I see lines in my head. I see lines. I see a point. I'm standing still, and death is approaching me, et cetera, et cetera. I see that, right? That's the thought that I had. And so action is very important. Okay. So one of the things that I basically kind of forced myself to do is to be able to turn my thoughts into a reality, to be able to just do things not because they make sense, not because they're rational, not because they're going to give me a benefit in the future, but just to do them because they live in your mind. Just do it. You know what I mean? Just do that. And the only problem that I had, I did that. I made all of this stuff that I showed you, that I talked to you about. I still haven't posted the video about it, but that's the problem. That I did all of the stuff, but eventually it took long. So the last 6th of July, I set these goals for myself. which I didn't do. And I'm sure I will eventually do it. But that's the thing. When? When I'm 40 years old? No. So I have to do them within a certain time frame. And so the PRA was basically about I didn't achieve my I didn't do what I wanted to do. I can't call myself an entertainer on this next sixth. And so when there were just 3 months remaining, I had this idea. I'll just fucking paint myself red and I'll come bombastic like this and I'll make a video about like panic. And I'll use that panic mindset to manipulate myself into a state of panic so that I could just rush and just achieve the goals that I set. Goals, I don't set goals. It's hard to talk about all of this. I hope you forgive me for my constant, I don't know, colloquialisms. I don't know. I don't set goals. It's not a goal for me to be able to call myself an entertainer. It's more like a milestone, a point to measure your pace on an eventual journey. And it's really about my death. It's not really about whether I would be able to do this or that. I don't really care. I think of death straight up. I don't really think of whatever. Maybe I'll talk about that some other day. Okay. But that's what the PRA was, where that's why I titled it Red Alert, because I was hoping to use terminology as much as possible and to delude myself as much as possible into rushing, and just doing whatever I wanted to do in a year in just 3 months. And then it's like, oh, now I can set whatever deadline for myself that I want, and I can induce myself into the state, into this panic state, and just do whatever so basically what I mean is that before the PRA, all those years, it took me a lot of effort to be able to do whatever I want. Now it's like that guy who was trying December 23rd, that guy would never post a video or even a single video that's as cringe as Project Red Alert. He would never take his thoughts seriously. He would never have the courage to do that. But today, I have posted so many of these. Every single day I post these because it is a thought of mine. And it's amazing to me that I'm even able to do this. I'm not a guy like this. I don't do this. And I've brought myself to this point where I'm able to post these every single fucking day. I'm here every day, every day until the 6th. Uh, it is a testament of how far I have come, how I can just do things. And it is the same mentality that got me my job, that got me the confidence to speak this way. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Am I just making things up? I could always talk, whatever. It doesn't matter. What I first did is I put inside of me the ability to do whatever I want. And now PRA was supposed to be to do that whenever I want, to understand deadlines so that I don't waste my entire life trying to do whatever I want. I can just do whatever I can just set something and then just complete it within a certain amount of time. That's what the PRA was. And as you can see now, because I have not made any one of these, it has been a complete and utter failure. At the last moment, I thought that it's kind of stupid to do this whole delusion thing, delude myself into rushing. I don't think rushing is the solution to this. I think that if I really want to take deadlines seriously, I should just set a deadline and then just do things before that. I don't think that you can force your hand too much. I think that PRA has been a failure because I've been constantly PRA, and this whole time video making has been a failure. The reason why I've been able to do everything aside from making videos has been that I truly do not make want I truly do not make want to is that I truly don't want to make videos here. I don't know if I just don't want to make videos in general. That's a scary thought. Because if I don't want to make videos, what the fuck do I want to do? I do think that I want to make videos. I do think that I really like that. I really enjoy making these. But I want to make the videos that I have planned and all of these beautiful things that I think about. I want to turn them into a I'm more set on entertainment. I'm not really set on video making or anything like that. I don't really care about video making. I just want to entertain. I do that when I'm with people. Also, I like to make jokes. I like to make them laugh. I want to. When I'm not able to make them laugh, it makes me feel bad. And so I want to be an entertainer. I want to be a clown. And it's because I don't think that I can pull off anything cooler than that, honestly. I think that I need to pick my lane very carefully. I think that I need to not live in the clouds. I think I need to adjust what I want. I have more thoughts about this continuum of wants that I have. I'll talk about it in some other video, right? But basically, I want to adjust my desires to manageable things, achievable things. I think that if I'm gonna say, like, oh, I want to be the sexiest man alive, I don't think that's not possible. So you can aim for that, and you can waste your life trying to get that. And that's the thing. I'm quite serious about wanting my adulthood. I don't want my adulthood to be wasted like my childhood was. I want to have a proper adulthood, and maybe, I mean, after a proper adulthood, a proper old age, right? That's why I have adjusted my desires to this. I think that I can be an entertainer. I think that people ask for a lot more and they get it. And so if I ask to be an entertainer and make money off of that, I think I can have that. I don't think that's a huge ask. That's why I want to be an entertainer, because it's realistic, it's grounded. It's something that I think that I can have. It's not unrealistic. I don't want to be a billionaire. Just want to be a little entertainer and entertain for a living. And I think video making is the format that I have chosen, but I'm free. I can do whatever I want. Other than that, at the end of the day, I think that I will be in the entertainment sphere. I don't think that I will leave that. I mean, I think I will leave that, but I will bring things from the other sphere into the sphere of entertainment, aside, like, instead of going and settling out in some other sphere. I think I want to live. I think I'm cozy here in entertainment. I like being an entertainer. I want to talk about one more thing. One of these videos, I think I titled it "Since When Did This Become About the Gym?" I really like my titles, actually. I do really like all of the titles. Each one of the PRAs is now titled with either a quote that I find nice, because the last one that I made, I titled it with the quote, "Rest is a real thing and I did not plan for it." I think that I love that. I love that so much because it's so nice for the future. It's like a very well-rounded thing. Of course, the realization came with a very small, tiny thing. I'm doing this PRA and I didn't plan for the rest, but it's such a nice thing that I can listen to for the rest of my life and plan for rest later on. Have that included in my plans. Like, oh, I will do this, and I will rest at this period. It's like I will do that now. It's lovely. It has meaningfully changed my life, even if just a little bit. So yeah, but anyway, well, one of these I titled "Since When Did This Become About the Gym?" And in that one, I said that maybe I will talk about working out some other day. Maybe today, some other days. I want to talk about working out and my goals and everything. First of all, goals is a stupid word and I don't like it. And I don't like goals either. I don't like setting goals. I don't like rules. I don't like stipulations. I don't like any of this. But Nathan, you set a goal for yourself every day. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I do. I do. I'm doing it. Okay. I'm doing it because I want to say that I tried. Okay. I properly tried. I listened, whatever. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is working out. Why do you work out, Nathan? Great question. Why I work out? Well, it goes back to December 23rd when I made that video. When I made that video, I decided that I am not doing very well and I've got to do something to fix that. And one of the very first thoughts I had is food, exercise, physical activity, food, physical activity, and sleeping. Got a lot of sleep at that time because I didn't have anything else to do, but didn't really eat very well. So I worked very hard towards eating. I worked very hard towards physical movement and stuff. but I found it very unmanageable. And the reason for which I found it unmanageable was that it was very hard to manage each one of these different things. I would miss out on one. Like one day I would eat a lot, but I wouldn't be able to like do any kind of physical movement. One day I wouldn't sleep. One day I wouldn't be able to eat. So when I did physical movement, I would start seeing spots. I would starve myself to a point that I'm getting headaches and I'm seeing spots, and I'm not able to move and I'm sweating and getting headaches. So then realizing, oh, fuck, I have to eat. And so it was just so many different things that I had to manage. It was just unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then I found bodybuilding. And man, was it beautiful. I found all these bodybuilders and I saw what they did because earlier I never ever thought that I would ever in a million years, bro. I remember when I was a kid and I used to look up Ronnie Shalvis. Ronnie Shalvis, the best YouTuber in the fucking world. I love that guy. Ronnie Shalvis. I used to Google his name, and then Ronnie Coleman used to come up in the suggestions, and I was like, dude, what the fuck is this? And I used to see like this huge dude, and I was like, what the fuck is that? What I don't want to. I will never want to look for this. Okay, this is clearly not something I'm interested in. Today, Ronnie Coleman is somebody I love. It's so amazing how like life is or something like that. I still love Ronnie Childish, of course. I love him to death. I love him. He's the best. But it's amazing that Ronnie Coleman, the very guy that I once thought I would never want to look into, I love him. I've watched so much of his life, so much of his lifestyle. I love it. I love it. And I love bodybuilding. I love it. Unfortunately, it's not for me. That sucks. Maybe I'll talk about that some other day. But I love bodybuilding. And the reason why I started it, even though I think it's not for me, I'm not made for bodybuilding, I don't have a body for bodybuilding. The reason why I got into it is because I learned what actually is bodybuilding. What actually is bodybuilding is eat, sleep, recover. And so I realized that if I got into bodybuilding, I wouldn't have to manage all these different things. You have to do all of those in order to build your body. So if you're making progress towards your body, if you're getting bigger and stronger, you you can't get bigger and stronger if you miss out on any of the other stuff. Sleep, eat, recover, physical exercise. If you don't do any of those, you're going to not grow. So if you do all of those properly, you're going to grow, which means I have one simple way to measure if I'm missing out on any one of those, which means I don't have to think about it. I don't have to think about it. If I go to the gym and I can't lift it and I start sweating way too much and I'm losing my mind, it's because I didn't eat properly last time. If I and the entire day I'm like it has happened in these PRAs so much so often. It's because I haven't gotten enough sleep. If I'm not seeing any progress in my body, it's because I didn't work out properly. It's so incredible that I can just measure all of those things at once. Automate. It's all automated for me. I can just see what I'm missing in my life so easily. Life has been so easy now that I've picked up bodybuilding. It is something that I will have for the rest of my life. It is something I can never see myself giving up. But then again, I never saw myself liking Ronnie Coleman ever, and I'm here, so I don't know what the future holds. Okay. But for now, I love bodybuilding. And I've been falling in love with it more and more. I want to move out and actually focus on it properly because I can't eat properly here. I can't. I can't. I live with monkeys. They will not let me live. They will not let me live. They want me. They whatever. It's not. This video is not about that. But I want to move and I want to work out. I want to do all of these things, man. Okay, Nathan. Why are you breaking the rule in this video? Do you just want to talk? No. I'm breaking the rule in this one because of a very special reason. Because it's less than a month left now. And so I just want to it's the last final sprint, basically. And so I just wanted to I don't know, make a few more rules, change a few more things, just so I can say that I really did give it my all. So far, what I have done since I started my PRA, I have noticed anything that has stopped me from focusing on video making, and I have eliminated it completely. I eliminated my entire YouTube addiction, which is unbelievable to me, by the way. Just one rule, poof, gone. I haven't seen a single video. I have not opened up, well, I have opened up YouTube, but I have not seen YouTube once. See, I told you, I can do whatever I set my mind to at this point because I worked so hard in the last 2 years. And now this is the result. I saw I don't have to watch YouTube, gone immediately. And I also wiped out YouTube Music, which wasn't intended, but because I made the rule, no YouTube, I didn't even listen to YouTube Music. I went around it, maybe listened to something else, and I'm severely limited on how I can listen to music now. I don't want to use Spotify, fuck Spotify, but I'm severely limited. I wasted money to do that. I paid for 3 months of premium and didn't get a month of that. I literally just gave them money for free. I love this. I love that I did that. It's such a huge thing. I have spent 12 hours a day watching YouTube. At least eight, like when I didn't have a job, when I was unemployed, I would watch YouTube for 17 hours a day. Watching YouTube was, if I got paid for watching YouTube, bro, I'd be a billionaire at this point. Oh my God, I'd be filthy rich. Can you imagine? I have watched so much YouTube. I think I have watched YouTube consistently for at least 12 hours a day for a year. For a year. I am hardcore addicted to YouTube, and I gave it up like that. Just gone. Can't believe it. I still can't believe it. Just one of these little PRAs, and I was like, oh, I see what's going on. I'm watching YouTube in my free time. Kill YouTube. Gone immediately. So far, what I've done, eliminated YouTube, eliminated any kind of other distractions also, constantly monitored myself, writing goals, made one of these PRAs every single day, and revised my goal making to a genius strategy of describing your next day and then trying to live that next day to make that description accurate. But I didn't quite do that because I'll talk about it, right? But that's what I've done so far, and it hasn't worked because it doesn't work. You work. Rules don't work. You work. I'm sure that if I just forced myself to make this video, I would have been able to, but I don't think that I would have liked it, and I don't think that I would be happy. I don't want to. It's such a precious video at this point to me. I don't want it to come out in a way that no, no. I want it to be good. I want to feel good about it. Like my arch videos. I feel so good about them. I literally wanted, you know what? I wanted to make them for the other place. They were not meant for this. They were not meant for here. Those videos were not meant for here. They were meant for the other place. They were meant to collect views. Those videos were meant for views. In fact, that's one of the reasons why I thought I should post about Arch, because Arch is popular. And so I thought, oh, I should try to do this to get views. It's going to be uh, content. But then when I started making it for the other place, I started removing so much of it just to make the videos short. I feel so bad. I don't want to. I don't want to. It was so good. The whole thing was so good. I don't want to cut it. I don't want to remove it. No. No. And so I thought I'll just keep it. I'll keep it long and boring and I'll put it here. It's fine. Nobody will watch it. Nobody will care, but I will care. I will care. I will love them. And I do. I'm so glad I made them. The more time passes, the better I feel about these. I'm so glad I made those. And I want to feel the same way about all the other things that I want to do. I don't want to look at it and be like, at least I got it done. No, I want to feel good about it. Anyway, the reason why I'm sitting down and talking about all of this is because I am now in the final stretch. Ooh, Project Red Alert, Notebook, the final stretch. Ooh, I don't know. The apocalypse. I'm basically in the final stretch. I'm in the final sprint of that marathon, and so I just want to make a bit more stringent rules. From now on, I will not I'm making a few more rules. No bed unless for sleeping, resting and recovering, or some kind of injury or sickness or illness. So I cannot be in my bed unless I want to sleep, I am resting and recovering from something, or I am sick or ill or dead, I guess. Those are the only reasons for which I can be on the bed. Other than that, I am not allowed to be on the bed. Second rule is I'm not allowed to sit if I'm not if I'm not resting and recovering, if I am not working on my videos or my PRA or anything like that, I'm not allowed to sit and chill, basically, until the 6th. I can't do that. I have to sit when I'm doing one of these things, any one of these things. So like if I want to sit down and chill, I can instead just sleep. I can take a nap. If you have enough time to chill, you have enough time for a nap, and a nap is better than chilling, and I can use my bed for sleeping, so that's fine. But that's the thing, I want to discourage chilling as much as possible. Another rule is no videos because uh, just a few days ago, I kind of went around my YouTube rule and kind of watched videos on other platforms because they weren't banned. Went to X, etc., etc. Went to Reddit. It was stupid. Whatever. I don't think this is going to be a problem for me. But no videos except my own. So I cannot watch any videos except for my own and work, obviously. I have to watch work videos, guys. Guys, like people send me videos of they will record their computer and send me videos of their problems. I have to watch that. I can't just be like, sorry, ma'am, I can't watch that. Like, no, I have to watch. This is my job. So, no videos unless it's my own videos or so just no videos for entertainment, basically. No videos unless it's reasonable to watch videos, then it's fine, but no videos. So no videos, no bed, no chair, no food, no water until the 6th. And I have to have my hands chained above my head until I make this video, of course. I don't think these rules are a problem. And it's just till the 6th. It's fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. What I wrote yesterday was I finished it. I wanted to be vague because I just wanted to finish something today. I didn't do that. I had a lovely call with a friend, actually. It's rare when I get a call, so I really cherish it. I'm just alone all day, every day. And I don't want to solve it at this point. I've tried solving it. It's not a good solving it isn't the solution. I just have to be alone. It's just how it is. So I really cherish it when my friend wants to talk to me. It's lovely. This is what I wrote. I finished it today. I didn't finish shit today. And so for tomorrow or today, I guess it's 15 minutes to 2 right now. I'll go to sleep after this. Let's write down these rules that I made, these new rules. We are in a final stretch. We are in the last phase of the Project Red Alert. I don't know. The reason why I'm doing this whole final stretch thing also is because I really believe in one of these I wrote, I think it'll be a miracle. Yeah. At this point, it'll be a miracle if I post even one by the 6th. And I wanted to call myself an entertainer. I wanted to have a few videos which have gotten a few views. Like a few views meaning like I don't know. And let's not talk numbers. Okay, my head is in the cloud, so let's not talk about the numbers. But I wanted to have a few videos that generated buzz, so I have entertained people, and so I can call myself an entertainer. That was the plan. But that didn't happen. That did not happen. So now it's like it's gonna be a miracle if I even get one video posted by the 6th. I really believe it. Of course, my head is in the cloud, so I'm thinking like, oh, in these 3 weeks, I'll just make like 9 videos, like 10 videos, like just make one video in every 3 days or something like that. But I think realistically, I understand what is going on, and I think it'll be a miracle if I post even a single one of these. But I want to do at least that. I want to give it a full, proper, respectful attempt. I don't want to waste my 6th. It will be wasted, but I don't want to deliberately waste it. I want it to be wasted despite my best efforts and all of that. Right? So I'll write down these rules. From today, I have entered the final stretch, and with respect to the same, I have added a few more slightly cruel rules to my PRA. It won't be long, so I think I can sustain this. These rules are no bed except for sleeping, recovering, and resting, and illness slash sickness slash death, and no videos except for work and my own videos. Today was horrible and very difficult for me because of these new rules, and I hate them, but I will stick with them up until the 6th. I promise. I've written this just in anticipation that it's hard. I don't know how today will be, but I will stick by these new rules up until the 6th of July. Today is the 10th of June, so it's going to be 20 days and 26 more days. So I will do this for 26 days plus my previous rules of no videos, no video games, no YouTube, no video games, PRA every single day, and I guess writing these and following these and all of this stuff. It will continue the same way. It will have added rules with no bed, and no videos, no videos in general. Just I can't watch a video. If it's a video, it's not mine. If it's not for work, I can't watch it. That's that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for this one. This one was long, but it was also long overdue. See you tomorrow.